from the bizarre and outrageous to out-and-out insanity. Short video clips that are sent from person to person throughout the internet. One site that's gaining enormous popularity is YouTube. YouTube co-founders Chad Hurley and Steve Chen had no idea when their creation went online last year it would generate such a wild response.
We're taking photos and videos with our digital cameras, and the next day realized how difficult it was to share the video files because they were too large.
There was virtually nothing like this out there.
Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts, and that's cool.
Important. So would you say overall, yes, there is a problem in the Valley, and one you're hopeful is being fixed?
Well, I think there is a problem just in the numbers and being underrepresented. Like, we need more women across the board, and until those numbers get fixed, it's gonna be a harder place for women to work.
On the issue of not just hiring more women, but
Sure.
paying women fairly and equally as important. So,
Sure. And you'll be talking, and then someone will interrupt you, and so that's actually become like a big pet peeve of mine. So whenever like somebody interrupts me, I'll be like, wait, I was talking. Do not interrupt me. But I enjoy it even more actually when I see them interrupting someone else, and then I'll be like, wait, she was talking. Don't interrupt her. And I think like every time I've done that, like people have been like, oh, thank you. Like I didn't realize. I've worked incredibly hard in my career. I've been really lucky to be in the right place. I've made a lot of great business decisions, but
Today is International Day of the Girl, and we're going to do something to celebrate it.
How many girls do you think do not have access to an education? The number is 130 million.
I strongly believe in girls' education, and we believe that every girl deserves the right to an education.
Hey folks, you may have seen a while back that YouTube announced it was experimenting with making dislike counts private to only the creator of the video. Now, if you're like me, you were surprised by that. I've always thought seeing the number of dislikes on a video helps us know as viewers if it's a good video or not, if it's a helpful tutorial or not, or if what a creator is saying in their video is generally agreed with or not. But unfortunately, research teams at YouTube have found there's this whole other use for disliking a video that I had never experienced as a creator, and you may not have either. The update from YouTube is that the dislike button is staying, but the dislike counts will now be private.
The rating of a video is important, and you're watching this thinking, okay, they know why we're against this change.
This is tiny experiment. We are not removing the dislike button. Fast forward to today, YouTube is removing dislike. You won't see the dislikes on the video. It's like when you give your little brother the controller and it's not plugged in and they think they're playing, but really they're not. That's the equivalent of the button.
It's usually just because they don't like the creator or what they stand for. That's a big problem when half of YouTube's mission is to give everyone a voice. A voice, 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 a voice.
%90 of the issues with YouTube could be resolved if Google just hired a team of real people to look over and see what's actually being done than what's just being reported. On YouTube, you're basically guilty until proven innocent. And people know this. My Dan Schneider video got 2 takedown requests, but I know of other smaller YouTubers who have talked about the whole Dan Schneider thing, and their shit got taken down because they were small channels and because they couldn't fight back.
In February, we suspended comments on most YouTube videos that feature minors to protect children from predatory comments. This was a tough decision.
You fuck with us, we fuck with you, and history repeats itself. Whether it's intentional or not, you endlessly punish those of us who create content in response to injustice, speaking up for victims like children and pursuing the perpetrators like pedophiles. Disturbing, upsetting, raw, and real. Because that is the subject matter it is covering, and that is the way it should be covered. But no matter how vital the video may be to them, you take down our shit and continue to help absolutely no one besides the evil people we are trying to expose. Susan Wojcicki, stop fucking lying to us every time you have to give a statement in response to videos like mine. All these broken promises you've made that never come into fruition, all of these incessant changes that no one ever asked for or wanted, take some goddamn accountability. We are so sick of seeing the malicious and deceitful words you and your company repeatedly propagate. Either do something good for this site once in your fruitless life, or step the fuck down. Money, it's a hit. Don't get me back to good bullshit.
March 17, 1988, Edward McGillis, brother of William, June, May, and Peggy, father of Shirley.
Let the bodies hit the